Color guard attention. Audience, please rise. Color guard forward march. Color guard halt. Color guard prepare to post the colors. Color guard post the colors. Color guard honor the colors. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Color guard return to ranks. Color guard dismissed. Thank you. The audience may now be seated.
Good morning, and welcome to this morning's Veterans Day service. Today is the third time that we've ever held such a service at the Venice Kongachi Buddhist Temple. I am Dianne Belli, and I'll be your chairman for this service this morning. The origins of Veterans Day goes back to the commemoration of the ending of one of the major hostilities of World War I. This fighting was to end at the 11th hour, at the 11th day of the 11th month. If you remember from your history classes, World War I was known as the war to end all wars. Sadly, it was not. Veterans Day is now a day to honor and thank all veterans. And I'd like to ask all of our veterans present or their proxies to stand and be recognized. We'll meet all of the veterans individually later in the program. We will continue the service with the tolling of the Kansho, followed by Sambujo, Hyobyaku-mon, and the chanting of Juseige.
We respectfully call upon the Tathagata Amida to enter this dojo as we joyfully scatter flowers of welcome. We We respectfully call upon the Tathagata Shakyamuni to enter this dojo as we joyfully scatter flowers of welcome. We respectfully call upon the Tathagatas of the 10 directions to enter this dojo as we joyfully scatter flowers of welcome. Today, on this occasion of the 2025 Veterans Day service, the members of the Venice Honganji Buddhist Temple have reverently come before Amida Buddha in celebration and tribute for this life, for those that have given and worked so hard to give us the life that we're living right now. With deepest reverence and gratitude for the all-embracing wisdom and compassion of Amida, we recite the name Namo Amida Butsu. Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
I would now like to introduce the veterans or their proxies who have joined us today. Please come forward if you're able to stand in front of the Naijin as your name is called. Ron Fukuji. Ron Fukuji. Come on down. Ron was in the Navy. He was a signalman, a sailor who specializes in visual communications to transmit and receive messages. He served on... Hey Ron, come and do a shoko and stand in the middle. Do a shoko. Okay. Escort. Stay right there, stay right there. Ron served on 2 ships, both destroyer escorts, which took him to Vietnam to fight. Ron, you want to stand over there by the flags because we'll take a picture of all the veterans. Okay, so you just wait. Hang on to Dharma. Here you go. Okay, good. Okay, go. Richard Yoshino. Richard was also in the Navy. Richard, come on down. He's the brother of Alice O'Donnell. Richard was in the Navy. And for those who may not know, the core values of the U.S. Navy are honor, courage, and commitment. Dale Ito. Dale lives in Las Vegas, and his proxy today is his daughter Melanie. Dale was in the Marines. The motto of the Marines is Semper Fidelis, which is Latin for always faithful. The motto represents the Marines' commitment to their fellow Marines, their country, and the success of their battles. The Marine Corps adopted the motto around 1883. Eric Matsumura, and his proxy today is his mom Irene. Eric and his wife are in Japan as we speak, so he couldn't join us today, but Eric was also in the Marines, and he was a staff sergeant. Mark Maeda. Mark, you can come on down or you can stay right there. Mark was also in the Marines. He served in Vietnam in the mid-1960s. He worked in avionics with electronics in the air wing. Let's see if he's here today. Sam Fujinami was also in the Marines. He was in the Marines for a year and a half. And he will listen today. Milnes Kurashige. Milnes was an Army Ranger, which is a special operations unit that specializes in close combat and direct fire raids deep inside enemy territory. Milnes had completed his ranger training before he met his wife, Nori. Danny Nakagiri. Danny was in the Army. He's a Vietnam War veteran who served with the 101st Airborne Division as a door gunner and crew chief. This past summer, he and another veteran accepted the Nisei Week Foundation's Inspiration Award on behalf of Japanese American Vietnam War veterans. Last year, I shared with you that Danny was interviewed regarding his experiences in Vietnam. And this interview is filed in the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., along with interviews with George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. And if anyone would like the link to that interview, come see me and I'll send it to you. Thank you, Dan. I don't know that he was able to join us today. Hey, Alana? Yeah, he's here.
Go here.
I can't see.
Wear glasses.
Kay was in the army during the Korean War. The Korean War was fought from 1950 to 1953. Kay was stationed in Japan because two of his brothers had already been sent to the war front in Korea. And sadly, one was killed during the war. So Kay won. Norman Tachiki. Norman served in the army. He was a medic during the Korean War. Fortunately, the hostilities had ended by the time he was in Korea. Let's see, he's here. Maybe I do need glasses. James Akagi. Is James here today? James was in the army for 2.5 years. He and Ron Fuji actually went to high school together. Donald Uehara. Donald was part of the National Guard, which is a state-based military force that is part of the military's reserve force. Governors can call the Guard for state emergencies, such as natural disasters, while the president can federalize them for national missions, including combat operations overseas. Quon. For those of you who may not be familiar, Lonnie is Sensei's father. Sensei learned everything he knows. Lonnie was in the Army Reserves. The Army Reserves is a component of the U.S. Army where members serve part-time while maintaining a civilian career. As a Federal Reserve Force, the Army Reserves provides combat-ready units and soldiers to the Army and supports the nation during emergencies. Ted Tenorio. Ted served in the Army during the Vietnam War and received a Purple Heart for his service. And his grandchildren are presenting him. You can pick. Jim Nakahara. Jim is an uncle of one of our Daisy Scouts and currently lives in the Bay Area. So he's going to be watching the service on our YouTube channel. His proxy today is his niece Emily Leach and Kieran Gay. Jim was a sergeant and a squad leader in the Army during the Vietnam War. He was wounded by machine gun fire, which turned out to be friendly fire. His injuries were such that he was discharged from the Army. And finally, Reverend Ray Fukumoto. Ray was in the Army from 1968 to 1973. He was a captain in the Corps of Engineers. He served in Vietnam, Okinawa, and Germany. And after a career in design, Ray studied to become a police minister. So thank you to all of our veterans. Next, we will recite the Golden Chain.
Oh, I gotta get up there.
Okay, the golden chain. I am a lady in Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my lady bright and strong. I will be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will think pure and beautiful thoughts, say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds. May every link in Buddha's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Our first Gatha this morning will be I Love the Story, which is on page 46 of the Brown Service Book. Please stand and remain standing for the reading of Sambujo and the Three Treasures. Again, remain standing, and Reverend Kory will now lead us in the reading of Hyobyaku-mon and the Three Treasures.
Hyobyaku-mon. 隣人、受けたし、今すでに聞く。仏法を聞くたし、今すでに聞く。この身根性に向かってどせずんば、さりいずれの章に向かってかこの明道線。来週もろともに、指針に、参謀に、芸し、立てまつるべし。水が仏に芸し立てまつる。まさに願わくは人と共に街道を体験して のごとくならん。自らそうに決し立てまつる。まさに願わくは人と共に、大衆を通りして一切無限なら。無常人事ののは、百千万号人もあよことくたし、我ら今検問し、受持することがたり、願わくは如来の真実義を決し立てまつらん。The three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult it is to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not deliver ourselves in the present life, no hope so that we shall be free from suffering and sorrow in the ocean of birth and death. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I put my faith in Buddha, and we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of thy way to enlightenment, and awaken in ourselves thy supreme will. I put my faith in Dharma. I put you all together, we submerge in the depth of the doctrine, and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I put my faith in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord, in thy life of harmony, in a spirit of universal family, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages or myriads of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Hyobyaku's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Alon Buddha.
Please be seated. We will now have our Dharma Message Introductory.
Kansho, or please bow your heads, put your hands together. The mind that is single is the true cause of birth in the Pure Land. When we realize the diamond light true mind, we transcend crosswise the path of the 5 evil forces and 8 hindered existences, and unfadingly gain 10 benefits in the present life. What are these 10? Number 1, the benefit of being protected and sustained by unseen powers. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to this Veterans Day service. I realize if you want to hear the other novel, you have to read the collective this passage that I read is from chapter 3 of the Hyobyaku-mon, or my major work of Shinran Shonin, the founder of our Buddhism, which is all the right side of that. But it's talking about us living a life of Nembutsu. Nembutsu means to think about the Buddha, right? Or especially when we say the Buddha's promise or the Buddha's vow, it changes our lives. And this is actually talking about all the underlying things that make our lives possible right now. Or even, again, understanding all the work that's been done for me already. How wonderful this life truly is. Or even my future enlightenment, I'm sure. We come today to think about those things. To think about our lives in this moment. I thought you were waiting to me. We think about these things. I had two very valuable conversations. I don't think these people thought they were valuable conversations, but I had two very valuable conversations in thinking about this Veterans Day service. One happened last Sunday after our Dharma Message. Someone called and asked me to take it off. Said, thank you so much for the Dharma deliveries. They're so wonderful. But we really don't need that. If you want to take us off the list, you can. And I said, well, if we let you take your name off the list, then how would we show appreciation for those people? Or how would we be able to even do Dharma deliveries? And there's a very important reason why I think that Dharma deliveries works for us. It's not just that we're showing our appreciation for those that have gone before, that are older than us, or gone before us, or those that might need help, or might need connection. It goes to us. I said, thank you for allowing us to say thank you, to reach a hand out and say, here, this is for you. And I know this maybe doesn't make sense, but it's just as important as going back to when we're going to start doing KI this year. Does anyone remember doing KI or Lincoln Heights? It's been. I mean, Dharma School, thank you, and but our scouts don't know what I'm talking about. It's been that long. Just in the recent, we did it for 50 years, year after year. And when I first started coming, I would say, this is so KI is used to be Cato and Lincoln Heights. We would go to 4 different rooms and meet a couple hundred people, I think. And I said, growing up, I would go to these homes and I would reach out my hand. No, I would not reach out my hand, actually. Take that back. I would see people that would never not have visitors for months and months, or wouldn't know where their families were for a long period of time. And so I would tell the scouts to shake their hands. And the first time they did it, I think it was a little shocking to our scouts. I mean, they would shake their hands and the residents would not let their hand go for a very long time. But I think that the young ones got it. Kelly used to do the right. I know. It's been a long time, huh? Yeah, but they wouldn't let their hands go. Making it, you've changed my life. Some of them would even cry. Now, this is important. How we react or how we work how we make connections with people is important. The second conversation came actually this Friday when they were practicing flag ceremony. I was talking to Monica, and I really thought about it. There's a saying that the Buddha Dharma doesn't change because it fits every occasion or every situation. And for real Buddha, they could actually understand every situation as well. So when they gave a message, it would fit. Because she asked me if all ministers do is memorial services and funerals. And then I thought about it. It's not just that. Of course, not just that, but it is a lot of what our current ministry is. Because a lot of our members are older and have gone before us. That's not why we do these things, of course. Again, it's just to understand the things, the promises that have been done for us, and then so we can show our appreciation and link to those. And then I don't remember how we got to talking about veterinarians. And I came up with, I don't think I can be a veterinarian, even though they deal with people. Oh, because it was just people that have lost their loved one. And knowing that when we do that memorial, we talk about how people, it's like their child, losing their child. And these children only live to be 10, 20 years. And so you lose lots more children than you would. I mean, in that sense. And then I said, I don't think I can do it because veterinarians have to actually euthanize too. And that's really different. Now, the reason why I bring this up is, again, it's understanding the other side. Understanding the other side. So there's reaching out and saying, giving a hand, or saying things. We have to learn how to do that. Just like we have to learn to basically put ourselves in other people's shoes. Put ourselves in other people's shoes. The reason why this makes me think of Veterans Day is just that. We have to be able to turn it around as young people. Or people that haven't seen war in combat ever in our lives. I don't know if people my age can imagine it other than to relate it to TV shows or movies. And I mean, the only person I know my age is Eric that's seen combat. But officially, our country hasn't been part of a war since 1991. And then there was the war on terror from 2001 to 2021. Currently, we have 16 million veterans, 66,000 World War II veterans, and in a population of 340 million. So basically 1 in 300 or so is a veteran. The opportunity for us to put our hand up and say thank you for your service. We have to really look for someone. We have the opportunity for each and every one of these individuals that came today to say thank you. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you so much for coming today. This is why I bring up the first conversation too. I said, if you don't allow us to give the deliveries, I was saying a lot of people probably take their name off of our list. I always thank them. Thank you for staying on the list so that we can do this. This is very, very important. With less than 400,000 Korean War veterans, this demographic is truly shrinking. Now we have to think about what they did, what they all went through. Every story is different, every story is unique. I learned something new just yesterday, to be honest, that I didn't know my dad was actually drafted. He just told we were Casey, we just wasn't yesterday. He never talks about it, he just said, he used to be a reservist on the weekends. But he talked about it yesterday. Think about those, for those that don't know, think about those questions. For those that don't know, do the research. For those that don't know, have a conversation. Myself included. Because when you understand the hardships of another person's life, what they went through, what they sacrificed for, that's how our life changes. That's how our life turns around. In Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, we talk about the primal vow of the Buddha. And even though it's an individual journey, when we try to be perfect, we honestly see how far we are from perfection. That's why this life is so important to think about, to say Nambusu, or just Nan to think about the Buddha. Nan and Busu. Nan is to think about, and Busu is to. Today we think about these individuals. We can ask, what did you do? What did you do? They might share, they might not. But at least at the very end of the conversation, you can say, arigato, arigato, or thank you for your service. Reach out a hand and make a connection. I was going to read the whole, how Dianne does a good job about how Veterans Day came about and things. Of course, it was called Armistice Day. It's changed from, it was changed from that to November 11th, which was the last day of the fighting of World War II. They still didn't sign the treaty for another 7 months, right? But that's such a momentous day. And then they switched to October. Does anyone? I was going to say, does anyone remember doing Armistice Day in October? No, because they didn't actually make Veterans Day official until 1970, in the 1970s. 78. But yeah. So after we finish and we go downstairs and have our good time lunch, shake a hand, say thank you for giving up so much of your time and years and youth. Help each other to brighten our minds, our spirits, our hearts. One through gratitude and appreciation, the other through sharing. So that we can support our veterans in any way we can. And then this is the way our appreciation grows and their legacies live on. Because as I said, our young ones, I don't even know if they're gonna, the military is shrinking, and those that serve are less and less. Who's to know? I hope we don't have war. I really don't. And I hope they never have to see it. And then there's a part of me that hopes, I hope they're prepared. Because there's still conflict in the rest of the world. There's still terrible things happening all around the world. And we have the ones that are serving right now as our templates, as our guides, that are keeping us safe right now. So with that, again, let us think about how our minds have changed and how we still receive the benefit of being protected and sustained by unseen powers in the past, in the present, and even in the future. With that, please join me in Bashin. The mind that is single is the true cause of birth in the pure land, fulfilled land. When we realize the diamond-like true mind, we transcend and cross-rise the paths of the 5 courses and 8 hindered existences, and unfailingly gain 10 benefits in the present life. What are these 10? Well, let's show our appreciation for the 1. The benefit of being protected and sustained by unseen powers. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Sensei, for your message. Please stand as we recite the Roku Haramitsu and 6 Paramitas, which are on pages 4 and 5 of the ground service book.
Roku Haramitsu. 御仏様の御心に立ち返らせていただいて、一つ上にしつ、柔らかな眼を温かいさせ、つつましやかな態度で暮らしましょう。一つ上にしつ、腹を立てますまい。一つ上にしつ、無縁不足嘘を起こしますまい。一つ上にしつ、私の仕事に全身全力をかけて尽くさせていただきましょう。一つ上にしつ、夜昼すに私をこの本を仏の心を喜ばせていただきましょう。一つ上にしつ、南無阿弥陀仏を唱えさせていただきましょう。6 Paramitas. Turning our thoughts to the Buddha, let us throughout the day live with clear eyes, warm hearts, and humble attitudes. Let us throughout the day not become angry. Let us throughout the day not utter words of discontent, dissatisfaction, and untrue. Let us throughout the day do our daily work with all our power. Let us throughout the day rejoice in the loving compassion of the Buddha, who is constantly watching over us day and night. Let us throughout the day repeat the holy name, Namo Amida Butsu. Promise, the Buddha is our eternal Father and Mother. The Buddha always keeps watch over us. We promise to listen to the teachings of the Buddha and
Butsu.
Please be seated. Our temple president, Tominaki, will now offer words of appreciation on behalf of the temple.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being here today for our Veterans Day service. Your presence means a great deal, and it's wonderful to see our community come together for such an important occasion. Thank you to everyone who helped organize today's event. Your efforts have made this gathering truly special, and we appreciate all that you've done. To all veterans, we were honored to have you here. Your service means so much to us. We want you to know how much we appreciate you. Many of us take freedom for granted, so thank you for your part in making freedom possible. And thank you all again for attending and making this Veterans Day service so very special. Thank you.
Thank you, Tommy. Are there any announcements?
Girl Scouts will be assembling hygiene kits for people in need during our Thanksgiving cooking meeting on November 24th. We would really appreciate any donations of socks, soap, shampoo, and conditioners, toothpaste, and toothbrushes. There is a collection box downstairs. Thank you.
Good morning, people. This next Saturday is Ava steak test and bingo, so we have 8 steak dinners left and 3 fish dinners left. So if you haven't ordered yours, get them fast. Okay? Thank you.
Good morning. As Reverend Kory mentioned, this year, for the first time in, I think, 6 years, KI Facilities has given us the okay for our kids to visit the residents. And so it's planned for Monday, December 29th. That's during the winter break. Tentatively, we'll meet here at 8:30 in the morning to have a practice session of singing. And then we'll carpool over to the facility. They'll sing for the residents and pass out the calendars that the scouts are preparing. So please put that on your calendars. We could use all the singing support from our youth as we can get, from Dharma School, the teen groups, and the scout groups. Thank you.
Just a few announcements. Next Sunday is our 8:10 service. We remember we'll have that pass on. Hope you could attend that. That's at 10 o'clock. We have it has to be a common local sale. The deadline to order is this Saturday, and you can see Raji and her forms downstairs. Mochitsuki, we have mochi available for sale. The deadline to order is Sunday, November 30th. And we have our project loan withdrawing for 2026. We have entry forms downstairs like that. Then I have one note for Ron Fuji. So Ron and Dharma says, gosh, show you gosh.
He said he promised. Okay. On behalf of the Cub Scout, Pack 79, they're doing Seas Candy Sale right now, which is time of the holidays. So I think there are flyers downstairs, and certainly there's a posting on the temple's Facebook page. So please support rural business at Pack 79. Closing Gatha this morning will be Farewell, which is on page 37 of the ground service. Please stand and remain standing for the reading of Benediction. life with infinite love and compassion. Particularly do we send forth loving thoughts to those in suffering and sorrow, to all those in doubt and ignorance, and to those whose feet are standing close to the great change we call death. We send forth oceans of wisdom, mercy, and love. Namo Amida Butsu.
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 Please be seated. The spouts will now retire the colors.
Color guard attention. Audience, please rise. Color guard, forward march. Scout salute. 2. Color guard, retrieve the colors. Color guard, return to ranks. Color guard, dismissed. Audience may be seated.
Veterans Day is November 11th. This year it's a Tuesday. Now you think about it, a lot of holidays are now celebrated on Monday. So you think, we got a 3-day weekend. Well, Veterans Day is one occasion that is always celebrated on its real true day. That's because veterans are so important that their day is always celebrated on November 11th, regardless of the day of the week. We would like to thank the officiant for the service, Reverend Kory Quon. He's assisted this morning by Richard Modiano and Ray Fukumoto. Thank you. Our organist, Julia Ueda. Temple President, Tommy Nakagiri. Scouts from Girl Scout Troop 5325 and Cub Pack 79 for serving as the color guard and taking part in the ceremony. The temple will be providing each of the scouts participating today with a special patch, and will give those years in the future. Girl Scout Troop 5325 with beautiful cards for each veteran. Veteran will receive later on. Temple office crew for the wonderful red, white, and blue chain. And all of you who are managing our AV capabilities. Everyone who brought lunch today to enjoy after the service, and everyone who attended. And a very special thank you to all of our veterans. Whether you were in active combat or not, you gave up months and years of your life. And these months and years were absolutely not under your control. Cynthia Ozick said, we often take for granted the very things that most deserve our gratitude. We know that you vets made many, many sacrifices that no one will ever know about. Thank you for putting your personal lives on hold to serve our country. Everyone, please join us for lunch. During lunch, the Scouts will be delivering these special cards to our veterans. And everyone, please take a moment and thank all of our vets. Sensei?
合唱。ナモアミダ仏。ナモアミダ 陀仏。
南無阿弥陀仏。
いただきます。